What's going on, guys, and welcome back. And today I get to review the LEGO Daily Bugle set. It's the number 76178. Recommended ages are 18 plus, and this set goes for $300 on LEGO Shop at Home. So yeah, this is a very huge set. It's ginormous, as you guys can see, because if I just scroll up, we'll even go to the background sometimes, but we won't review it like this. We'll go by each levels. So I'll show you guys how that works. So I'll probably pop off all the levels and then we'll look at them individually. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the mini. Alright, then the first figure we could look at is J. Jonah Jameson. So here he is, and we all knew that we were going to get another J. Jonah Jameson because of the set. But I really do like the reference to the 1960s kind of J. Jonah Jameson when he kind of had the little tiny small Hitler mask with Hitler mustache, which was pretty funny. Not the joke, it was not a joke, but it was just it was a interesting fact. But anyway, this is kind of based off the 2002. As you guys can see, the torso, arms are and the legs are basically identical to the old one, which is pretty cool. On the back of he has this gray hair, which is pretty cool. He has this gray hair, which I think you can use on a Quicksilver or something custom, but who really cares? The best part about this is, of course, the webbed up mouth that he does come with, which is a really cool detail, and I really do like that a lot. Also, he does have a pen accessory, which is like from Lego Friends or something. So yeah, that is J. Jonah Jameson. Now let's go on to the next figure. Starting off with casual characters. Now, all these characters in the set are basically reuse of parts. This is a new figure, but they're all reuses. So the torso is like from Ginny Weasley from like the first thing, a year or something, I don't know. It's from Ginny Weasley. And then the head is like from the Tina Goldstein, which she does have an angry expression on the back. And the hair is from like multiple Lego City characters. But anyway, and plain white legs. So yeah, really cool character. I do like her a lot. And yeah, she's a really cool character. Now on to the next video. Here is Amber Grant. But of course, for Amber, she does use the MJ Far From Home head, which is very strange, but there she is. And then she does have this head, which does show her she's a bit disgusted. And then also she has this kind of newspaper kind of torso, which is pretty cool, and it's really cool. So she's Amber Grant. We will use her as kind of like a guinea pig in the set when we're reviewing the set. So yeah, there is Amber Grant. And now on to the next figure up in the set is Ben Urich. He is a Daredevil type character. I think it was in the TV show, but not the character itself. The torso is just a plain old torso that has been used on many Bruce Waynes and stuff like that. That is like from the new Hogwarts, the new, I forget what it's called. I think it's Hogwarts. It's just a Harry Potter set. And he does have tan legs and this hairpiece that is used on Sheldon. So yeah, that is Ben Urich, and now on to the next character. I think I was supposed to show him in the beginning, but this is Robbie Robertson, and he does sound familiar. If you guys do know who he is, we do have the three main people in the set, three main Daily Bugle, which is J. Jonah, and her, I forget her name, even though I said it earlier in the video. But yeah, these are the three. But of course, here's Robbie Robertson. And the best part about this figure is his head, because this head is actually used on Lando head. And it's the only reddish-brown old head that we have. But I really do like it. I think he should be doing that smile. And I really do like the black hair. I wish it was in white so it could copy the Sam Raimi. Nice torso, just plain old city torso. And then the legs, just plain old city legs. So yeah, there is Robbie Robertson. So next up is Ron Barney. Sorry if the figure fell. It was Robbie who fell. But here's Ron Barney. Not that much to know about this character. I really don't know that much about this character. But I do know one thing. And that the torso is from Dudley from, like, I think Harry Potter. The hair has been used on many people. But the one thing that some people have not been able to point out is that this head is actually a really interesting head. Because I saw in Ashton Flash's video that he
mention this head, and it's actually the head from the new Eternal sets that are coming out in November. Yes, this is a head that is coming out in November, and of course they're already finding other uses for the character's head. He's going to be one of the new characters in the new Eternals. I forget what character he's played by, but yeah, I do recognize this expression because it was on that head. So I do not like that weird black this eyebrow right here. It's pretty strange. Yeah, here's Barney. A very odd character to include in this set, but hey, I guess he is useful to the Daily Bugle. And here is the most important character. I'm kidding. It's Barney the cab driver, which we will see him a bit later. But of course, not that much going on with him. He does have this head, which I do not know where it's from whatsoever. But of course, you could use on Steve, like in like a party scene or something. He has this hat. I did look him up, and this hat's actually green in the comic books, which why they had black hat. So yeah, that is Barney the cab driver. Now let's go on to the next character. Now going on with traditional characters that we all know, like J. Jonah, casual characters. We have Peter Parker, and once again using the Scott Lang head. You guys seen this head a million times. The torso is from Jake, and he uses a brown satchel, which I'm glad that I have another one of those brown satchels, because it's really cool, and I wanted to use this on the Spectacular Spider-Man custom that I had, but I didn't because it's actually brown instead of tan. But yeah, it's a really cool character. You do get a camera in the set, so if you want, you can give him that accessory. Of course, that is Peter Parker. Next up is Aunt May, and she's one of the important characters to Peter's life, of course. She does come with an accessory, which is actually pretty strange how none of the characters in the set have accessories, but it's a big set, so I kind of understand. So here is a cookie accessory. Of course, you can give her this accessory, and it is a cookie, so of course she can eat it, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that was pretty weird, but anyway. Besides that, the head and the hair are from Aunt May, so it's kind of cool to see that return since the 2016 set. The torso is from Hermione Granger, so that is really cool that she comes with that. And if you guys have not seen the other expression, here it is. It's a really cool expression. I kind of like it a lot. So yeah, there's Aunt May. Final casual character, probably one of the most lamest casual characters. We have Gwen Stacy. So yeah, Gwen is finally a minifigure, but not the figure that we all wanted. Okay, this is how I feel. This is not the Gwen Stacy we wanted. We wanted the one that was the one with maybe the Spider-Gwen outfit on from like the Vex by Venom, or the one with the green outfit. You could have went with any of them. We chose this torso. At least it's green, but still. Anyway, here is Gwen Stacy. Really cool character. Torso is from a Lego City character, probably. The head is from Ray, and the hair is just the yellow hair I have. I think the hair was from like the Lego old car set or whatever. But yeah, hair's been used on a lot of characters. Now let's go on to the super. So you might be wondering, why are the characters at the very end going to be heroes? Because of course the heroes have more exclusive characters. So let's show off kind of the more bland characters at the front. So here is, of course, Green Goblin, and Green Goblin has already been. Oops, sorry, container fell. Green Goblin has already been in a Lego minifigure before, actually right here. I already have two of them. You might be wondering, is this Wizard Magic? Did you get 2 Daily Bugles? No, I did not. There are literally 2 figures that have this same exact figure. It's the same exact figure, which is pretty cool, but kind of not cool because they're both the same character, and that's kind of lame. But anyway, that's kind of it. I might make a video comparing the 2 characters from the Daily Bugle in this set. So yeah, that might be fun. So yeah, that is, of course, Green Goblin. Of course, if you guys have not seen this Green Goblin has this purple helmet that has been introduced for him before. His very angry expression. If you take off the satchel, he does have a bit more printing on the back, which shows kind of like an armored look, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that is really cool. Let me stall to get this on. Which is pretty cool because you can actually, if you put a head on, I think you can actually, we'll leave him with a smiling expression. You can actually clip this to his leg, which I think it's already clipped right now. I think it is, so who knows? Oh well. Stop stalling. Anyway, that is Green Goblin. Nice leg printing too. If you guys have not seen that, there it is. Pretty cool. There is Green Goblin. Next up is Mysterio, and when we go to the accessories, you'll probably say, huh, where's Mysterio's little green toy thing? Actually, I have it right here. This is not included in the set. This is not included in the set. There's a glider and a whole bunch of other stuff for Green Goblin, but this is not included in this set. This is not. So don't say that it is, because it's not. This is not included in the set. Anyway, Mysterio literally is the boringest character in this set. The only cool thing is that you get this new bluish dome piece that was introduced on the old Mysterio, but of course I don't have that figure. It's across the room. I don't feel like getting it right now. Of course, it does have a little cool, like, shiny purple glow to it. Blue glow to it. If you take off his cape, it's actually the two-hole cape, which I'm kind of surprised that it is. So yeah, there it is. It was used on Mysterio, kind of weird. Mysterio from Far From Home. It's weird how they didn't use this one. They're going to use the junior cape for the new one from the Black and Red Spider-Man set. And anyway, torso printing, if you haven't seen it, boom. There it is, boom. No leg printing, no arm printing. Kind of really just a bland figure that they put in the set. So yeah, now on to the next figure. Next figure up in the set is another bland character. We have Sandman, and he is literally the same from the old, the other Sandman. Again, using Clone Trooper head. Stupid Lego. Why do you use that? I'd rather you use Catman or another head. Anyway, if we go on the other side, no other expression, because it's a Clone Trooper head. This brown hair, kind of bland for him. He does have no extra legs, so this is the legs that he gets. But he's actually interesting because he has a side build, which we will look at the very, like, after this part, which is cool. So yeah, and he also has, like, really cool. So yeah, now let's go on to the next. Next up is the PS4 inspired Doc Ock, and you might be wondering, where are the arms? Where are the cool arms? We'll go to those at the accessories. So of course, here's Doc Ock, and you also get a good look at his back torso printing. Once again, another reuse of a character. We will kind of maybe do, I might show in the Build Better or whatever video that I do for the Daily People, I might show better characters, things in there. Anyway, has an angry expression, pretty cool. You can put that hair on. So yeah, there is Doc Ock. Now let's go on to the next character, which is the final villain, and then we get on to the heroes. So here is the final villain, and of course we have Black Cat. Now this is not the one from the video games. Kind of is, but kind of isn't, because of her torso. They didn't go for the sexual outfit, which they put this zipper on top. When it's not supposed to actually be there, it's supposed to be her skin. But of course, that's kind of inappropriate. And even though this is an 18+ set, it's kind of still inappropriate. But we've been asking for this character forever. It's actually the first female Spider-Man villain that we get in this set, which is very strange. Anyway, she has dual molded black and white legs, which you get two of those in the set. One with Punisher and one with Black Cat. She comes with a whip. I didn't think she did. I was going to give her as an accessory, but they do. And if you guys don't know how whips work, they work like that. Brand new torso printing, which is really cool. She has a little necklace right there. And her hair is actually Storm's hair from the Lego X-Men, which I didn't think we would ever see that hair ever again. On the back, she does have continuing of her front torso printing, and she does have an angry expression, which I do like kind of this expression a bit more, because it does show her angry and ready to kick Spider-Man's butt. She does come with a jewel in the set, actually. Here it is. She does come with a jewel in the set, which I forgot to put it on here. I did just reach across my thing to get it, but of course here it is. And there's the jewel that she does come with, clear crystal. So yeah, now let's go on to the heroes. Kicking the heroes off with the first hero that we should have gotten, Peter, but of course Spider-Man. But of course, I didn't want to do that because, well, I want to show the casuals off because you guys thought, oh my god, Spider-Man's first, but no, he's not. He's actually almost last. But anyway, here's Spider-Man. Same exact figure. If you guys do not and have not seen the Spider-Man character, which, of course, if you guys watch this channel, then you guys probably know that I've shown you guys the Spider-Man a million times. But, of course, this is kind of based off the PS4 Spider-Man suit. I think it's based off Spectacular Spider-Man suit, but, of course, let's just say that. His arms use new dual printed arms, which is probably the best part. And I do love the head. I am going to probably switch that head out for the new head that they're going for next year. So, pretty cool. Anyway, of course, he does have printing on the arms, which is very cool. The first time that you guys ever saw that on this channel was the 4+ Sandman set, which is a repeat in this set. Printing on the arms, new cool torso, back. So yeah, now let's go on to the next figure, which is, of course, going to be the Spider-Verse. So here's Spider-Ham, and I'm very glad that they put him in this set because, of course, I would be kind of bummed out because like, okay. But Spider-Ham has actually been in only one set. People say 2 sets, but they're dumb, so don't listen to those people. He's only been in 1 set. People say 2 sets, so I'll actually explain that in a minute. But of course, this is kind of the dull version. I did show you guys how to build a better version, which I gave him these arms. I gave him these arms from the Spider-Man set. So if you put these arms on top of these, they look really cool. Anyway, Spider-Ham comes with a new head mold that was introduced last year for Spider-Ham. So, of course, not that new. He does come with a web accessory, which, of course, every character in the set does come with a web accessory. Not all of them, but Spider-Man did come with an accessory. I did forget to show that, too. But, of course, it really doesn't matter. He comes with a little string of web, which is pretty cool. It's just this web, so everyone's seen that a million times. So, anyway, Spider-Ham comes with this cool head mold, which we saw last year. Kind of wish that we had Penny Parker in this set, because it's the only Spider-Verse character that we do not have. But, of course, LEGO is stubborn, and they won't do that until $400 set. So, of course, yay! Anyway, he comes with a little web accessory. He comes with a little pigtail on the back. But, of course, now let me explain. So, he only came in one other set, this costume, which was in the LEGO Venomosaurus set, which everyone's going out for next year. Then people say that he came in the pack from this year, which was actually pork rind, but people think that it's Venomized Spider-Ham, which they are idiots. Do not listen to them, because of course he only came in one set. So this is his second appearance coming in a set, which I am very happy that he is in it, because it's very cool to have multiple of this guy. So of course, now let's go on to the next. Kicking things off with the next character, we have Spider-Gwen, which of course she does shoot a web at the camera, which is pretty cool. Anyway, of course, she does come with this new hood piece, which is very cool. It came in this year's set, but of course, this is the same exact character that came in the set, so nothing new about her. She came in a skateboard, so this is kind of a downgrade, but of course, she does come with a web. So yeah, just look at that web. Anyway, of course, she comes with a head print from last year, but if you guys have not seen her, nice new nice torso printing and nice back torso printing. So yeah, pretty cool character. Now let's go on to the next. I knew I forgot 2 villains. Of course, this is Venom and Carnage. I did forget both of them, which I am very sorry. Sorry, guys. But anyway, they come with this brand new. So we're gonna kind of fit them in here because, of course, maybe Venom might be in the Spider-Verse movies, but who knows? Anyway, and Carnage is gonna be able to be Carnage. So of course, it kind of makes sense that they're here, but anyway, and they might be connected to the multiverse movie stuff. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, they come with brand new grip pieces, which of course, if you do see Gwen, which you get the clear one in this too. It's supposed to be clear, but this is the first time that they're being used in black, which actually makes a lot of sense. And this is the first time, so I might add that for a Build-A-Better version. Of course, he does come with these long claws and stuff, so yeah, that is Venom. Let's go on to Carnage. Kind of a bit all over the place, but sorry about that. These are the same piece that came on Venom. Excuse me. They come on Venom, but of course they're in red. This Carnage is actually kind of new because his torso is kind of dark. Like, they kind of added a more dark, like a dark spot on here, which is very cool. I'm kind of glad that they did that because it looks kind of cool. Like, it looks really cool. So yeah, now let's go on to the next Spider-Verse characters. That was a weird ending for Carnage. I was going to say that the black things, these pieces in black, are cool. But here is Miles Morales. Sucks that we don't get these webs in blue in this set, which is very strange. They did that for the thing. So, of course, they always have one thing that they always want you to get if you want to get all the accessories and stuff. So, you got to go get that Miles Morales mech if you want the blue webs. And you always have to get that truck set if you want this green piece from Mysterio. But not in the set. But anyway, here is his web. I do have that Miles Morales mech. I did do actually 2 videos with him in it. Really cool head. I'm very happy that we got another version of Miles. I'm very happy. If you guys have not seen it, cool web thing on the back. He does use gray webbing, which is very strange, but I'm very happy that they did that. So yeah, that is Miles. Now let's go on to the exclusive characters. So I'm going to play a little mind game right now. I bet you all of you guys want to buy the LEGO Daily Bugle set because of either Daredevil or Punisher, and that's the reason, or Firestar or Blade. Any of the new villain heroes that come in this set, or Black Cat. And J. Jonah in the Daily Bugle probably. But you guys probably want this set for Daredevil and Punisher mostly. I'm looking at you guys. I bet you guys really just want this figure so bad, but I'm very happy I have him in my hands. So, of course, let's talk about him. So, Daredevil, you actually get this pole, the longer one version of it, and I'll talk about that later. But here is Daredevil. He is brand new to this set, actually. He's new. brand new to this set, and I'm very happy that we finally get a Daredevil. Everyone does this. They always make me mad, because for Black Panther, they never do this. They always do this for Black Panther. They put his horns in the front. And then, for Daredevil, sometimes, I see them do this. And I just want to kill them. Not actually, but just a joke. But, these horns go in the front for him, and for Black Panther, they go in the back. Okay? End of the story. Alright. Because these are supposed to be horns, because he's the devil of Hell's Kitchen. Anyway, we'll actually zoom in on him. He has a brand new head. I think they based this off the Fortnite outfit. So, yeah. I will show you guys how to build a better kind of semi-purist. So, yeah. His legs are red. His torso is the Daredevil torso, which we all wanted to see. And he does come with the Yoda stick. I do call it the Yoda stick because they give this in brown for his staff, for his little walking stick. So you get 2 of these in the set. You don't get any extras, which makes me really, really, really sad. But anyway, that is really cool. They should maybe add a string or something at the front. But yeah, other than that, I'm very happy with this. Next up is everybody's favorite. We got Punisher. That's right. Punisher. Anyway, I don't like the head and hair, but I'll show you guys how to build a better version of that in a future video, so of course, stay tuned for that. This character will look awesome after that, trust me. Anyway, they use the Alien Conquest pistol, which if you guys don't see it, there it is, with just a little black handle, but I kind of will keep it, even though that's like that. I will keep his accessories, because the accessories are actually really cool. His head is a brand new Punisher head, but I really do not like it at all. I think that it's a good expression for Punisher, but why do you have to include the Band-Aid over his eyebrow? I just wish they didn't do that. But if they had this head, remove the Band-Aid, even if you do the eraser method, it'll still look weird. But if you did this head and removed the Band-Aid, I think this would be the perfect Punisher head. But it's far from being perfect. So his hair is cool. I guess his hair is nice. I do like getting this hair. Only coming generals on, in my opinion, from like a Batman movie, I think. But I do not like how cartoonish they made him. I think that they made him too cartoonish. Like this head, why is he smiling? Why is he doing the Dwayne? I feel like I'm watching Lego Superhero Squad. And that's in it. Not Lego Superhero Squad. Superhero Squad. Forget the Lego. I feel like I'm watching a version of Superhero Squad right now. Because this is what the Superhero Squad show was. Wacky and stupid. So that's what I think of this head. But I will show you a version of this head that will be amazing. And I think you guys already seen the head on plenty of stop motions with Winter Soldier in it. I won't show any more. So the hair, I think it's a good hair, but I really do not like the hair. The torso, I think, is really cool. I do like how they went for this like kind of thing right there. How they made it not just a skull. I think it's cool. And then on the back, he does have a white belt continuing. This feels like it's a comic book and kind of a mixture of comic book and movies. So that's cool. So yeah, now let's go on to the next character, Spider-Man Noir. I'm kidding. It's Blade. It's Blade. Like literally, it's Blade. This is awesome. We finally have Blade in a Lego set, and I'm very happy. I do not like the katana holders, which I'll talk about that in my Build Better video. Once again, he has one coming too. So his torso is brand new, brand spanking new. I really do love it. I kind of wish that they went for the shirtless kind of thing instead of that, but I'm kind of happy that they did that. I was complaining the other day that they did not have a head with reddish brown head with glasses and a goatee, which now, thankfully, not even glasses, but now, thankfully, I said that, and then Blade got revealed in the Daily Bugle. So I am very happy that I have Blade. His head has not been removed, so it's kind of hard to take that off, but of course, if you want to see the back, there it is, just some muscle kind of details. But I do like the katana holders, but I kind of don't. I just wish that they went with one sword like they did in the video games. So yeah, Blade is a really cool character. I do love his expression. I wish that he had a hairpiece, but once again, I'm not complaining because I'm about to fix it on my Build a Better video. So yeah, go check. So please subscribe to my channel. Now let's go on to the final exclusive hero, which I am very happy she is here, because this is Firestar. Once again, another character I was going to build a custom for, but then this set came out, so I'm very happy that it's really funny. Like, it's like wow, like Lego was listening to me. But here is Firestar, and this is actually a mutant. Yes, you heard me, a mutant. And she does come with this awesome red hair. I do love this red hair. You can use it on a custom gene if you want. She does come with an angry expression, which I'm very happy that they did that. But yeah, now you guys can just create Spider-Man Amazing Friends, but not have Iceman. I might build a how to build a better video for her, but who knows? I'm going to probably have to get creative with it. So yeah, now let's go on to the accessories. So here is the one and only Doc Ock. Sorry that the pincers can't all stay in one place, but here is Doc Ock, and I do actually have my Build-A-Better Doc Ock in the back over here, so let me get him. His arms are completely different. These are the other arms that they came with. This is from the truck set. Again, this is not included, but kind of going for that. So here is this character, Doc Ock, and the reason why I wanted to show him with his accessories because I am very impressed with what they did with his arms. His arms are actually the minifigure posing pieces, which, of course, is really cool and kind of really bad that they did that because, of course, sometimes when I'm playing with it, they just snap off because they're studs. So that sucks, but other than that, I think it's a really cool character. So what you can do with this character is you can whale his arms all over the place. You're going to attach him to the building, which we will show you. We'll show you guys that maybe. I might not, who knows. So what you can do is you can pose this however you want. And I guess I'll go out. So the characters are all over here. But of course, here is Doc Ock. And you can kind of turn his arms however you want. Like this. And kind of like this too. So you can really pose him however you want. It's very creative. And of course, here are many superheroes today. Are you finally happy? He can stand with them, which I'm not happy because you can't really crawl with them. I mean, he kind of looks crippled and weird. So yeah, that is Doc Ock. Now let's go on to the next character. So here is Sandman, and I'm very happy with the accessory, but sometimes it does break because it is a bit, of course, kind of, I wouldn't say delicate, but kind of like the middle right here breaks a little bit, which the brick just comes out, which is very strange. That does that, but of course, it's not really a big deal. All you gotta do is secure it in there. But anyway, Sandman, I think this is the best sand-looking accessory I've ever seen because you can kind of turn him at an angle a bit if you want to. You can kind of do this, you can really pose him however you want, but that is just a bit of a downgrade how literally sometimes Sandman just does that. And it looks weird, but I'm very happy kind of how they did it. And you can kind of really pose him however you want. And I think it goes on this side. Oops. But yeah, this is just kind of a downgrade how if I built him wrong, I'm sorry if I did build him wrong, but he kind of just kind of breaks out of nowhere. But it's not a big deal because, of course, Sandman is maybe a character who does have some kind of breaking problems. This is why this set is not for older, younger kids because, of course, they could break. So yeah, you can do that. You can do really cool things. So then that, if you just kept it like that and didn't touch him whatsoever, I think it would be a really cool build. Which it is a really cool build. Next accessory in the set, which he is a very important accessory because he's actually integrated into the build, we have Green Goblin. And he is a really, 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 really cool character. I am very happy how they turned, how he turned out. Of course, he does come with the flame, and he does come with this piece. So you can move the wings up and down. You can move these little gray things up and down if you please, but I really kind of don't want to. Here's the one that came in the set. It didn't look like this. It had little kind of horns, but I added these in the front. But this is kind of the idea of what the other Green Goblin glider looked like. I kind of like this one more. This one looks like the old classic, Green Goblin one, which I might do a build a better version of this, which I kind of wish that they did have stickers, which is very strange because I really think that they should have added triangle stickers, kind of metal kind of details and stuff like that. So yeah, and that I think is a really cool character. Now, since we are looking at characters, I guess we'll look at accessories. So here is Barney, and here is his cap. He does come with a cap in the set, which is right here. Of course, what you can do is the cap kind of has a bit of, I guess, not play features, but pretty cool. It's a Lego taxi, and we'll move Barney to the side over here. It's a really cool taxi. I really do like it a lot. It does have double-sided stickers, which is pretty cool. I kind of did put it on crooked, so I'm sorry about that. These are actually neck brackets, so if you take them off, you can actually put them on someone's neck if you want. Maybe put a gun or something for Punisher, who knows. If you move it in the front, it does have a really cool build for the headlights. These are actually really cool build. I really do love the builds that they do. It's kind of like the vintage car, but a bit more stable and better. So if you want, you can remove the top, of course. You can remove that. And to sit a minifigure, you can actually sit 2 minifigures in here. So here is Barney. We will put him in there. And then, of course, we'll take another character, which is Ben Urich, and we'll just sit him in here too. So here he is, and then you can of course close the cab on there, which is pretty cool. And there you go. Now you're driving around. You can fit 2 characters, which pretty cool. This is a really cool piece too, because it's just a whole bunch of really cool pieces that they use to build this. So yeah, there is the Lego. So here's the next vehicle, which is of course the Spider Buggy, which is actually the name. And you guys might be wondering, how does this work? Oh my god, what is this vehicle? How does it work? This is actually the Spider Buggy, which Lego completely, like, basically just showed you guys, like, this is basically, like, the worst version of the Spider Buggy, because the Spider Buggy is huge. It's as big as this taxi, but they wanted a little vehicle that could go up the side of the building. If you guys want to know how this works, this is supposed to stay in place. What Lego was trying to do is they want you to keep this in place. This doesn't go down as a seat belt thing. It's supposed to go up. They should have put a bit glass right there. So yeah, that's the Spider Buggy. That's what it looks like. And it kind of goes on a bit straight like this. So it kind of goes straight, which I will kind of maybe fix that. If you guys really want to, tell me that in the comments below. I will totally build a better version of this. So I'll build this better version of this. But anyway, this is all supposed to be glass right here. But of course, once again, Lego has millions of glass, but they can put that there. Anyway, you could play double team again, like the Venomsaurus, and you can, of course, put Spider-Ham on the back if you guys want to, if you guys really want to. Sorry, if he can't really go on there that well because the spider web's accessories inside his hand. So yeah, there we go. And you can kind of drive around. So this is not supposed to be like this. It doesn't go down on top of him. It's actually supposed to stay up, which I might secure this a bit more or something like that. Might build a better version of it. Like I said, so yeah, there is the Spider Buggy, and it kind of drives up the building. And of course, it rolls around like a regular Spider Buggy. So yeah, now let's get on to the actual set. So basically, to showcase this a bit easier, I did take all the levels off. So we'll go through levels. So of course, let's start off with the front. You do have the big old Daily Bugle sign, which of course we zoom in. These are basically 2 stickers. These are all stickers, which is really cool. If you go on the back, you do have a little posing piece up here. So of course, you could take, I don't know, Daredevil, and of course you can go leaping into action if you want to. I really do like this, and it's kind of so iconic now because, well, you can put it on his foot, which there you go. He's kind of leaping into action, ready to jump off and fight. So yeah, sorry about that. I kind of went a bit too far out. Sorry if that kind of glitched out. Here is the little fire, I forget what it's called, fire hydrant. And you can kind of take it off. They're all on jumpers, so if you want, you can take a whole bunch of stuff off, maybe mix stuff around. You have flowers right here, which, once again, they're on jumpers. They're both the same build, so I'm not going to show you both of them, because, of course, this is a huge set, and I do not want this to be an hour, but it probably will be an hour. Here is the newsstand, which, of course, this is a really cool reference inside here, but, of course, what you can do is that it uses this very cool building technique where it has these clips on the bottom, which they attach to these Infinity Stone holders. That's what I call them. But if you want, you can take off the top, kind of right here. You can kind of take it off, and if you go in there, you can, I guess you can look inside there. You actually have a Wilson Fisk, which might be using the new Big Figure version, which it is. It might have a stud. So that, it covers off the top for a reason, so maybe, who knows, maybe Lego was planning those figures inside all this time, but who knows. Anyway, you can, of course, put this back on, which, of course, in there, it does have a couple other ones, which it does say New York. I love New York and a New York postcard, which is really cool indeed. And of course, you can't put this thing on top, which, while we are looking at this, you can go on the back and have this little air conditioning unit. So of course you can get some air if it is a very hot and sweaty day. They do have these, they do have a whole bunch of these lying around, but of course this says, no crime, no thanks to the Spider Menace. I won't show all of these, but if it's a one of those new newspapers, these are all prints, by the way. So all these 3 with stickers, and this is a print, and this is a sticker. It's a really nice sticker. It says new news stand, comics, magazines, and postcards, which is really cool. And of course, no better way to put Amber Grant in here, which is really cool. So of course, here's Amber Grant. They do have a little 2 stud holder right here, if you guys can see that. There it is right there. Of course, you can put any character you want in here. So of course, you can put Amber Grant, which is supposed to be the character that they ask you to put in here. And then you can put, or you can put Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Man took a day job or something, and yeah, did that. So of course, you can really just put that in there. I think it's a bit hard. Hold on, let me try to put them in there. There we go. There we go. And there she is. She's having a bad day, as you guys can see. Anyway, on the very back, you have a little, of course, you have a little, wow, this is crooked. Wow, it's pretty strange. Anyway, let's just take her out. You can't put her in there. You put it in there, right? But I'm kind of trying to rush this. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, if you put her in there just right, you can put her in there if you want. You can go in the front if you want to do that, but I'm not going to put her in there. So you have these technicals which you can connect to other city sets, which is pretty cool. You have this little, like, a little trash can, I guess. You can call it a trash can. On the very back, you have some actual trash cans. Which you have dumpsters, I guess you can call them dumpsters. They come with studs at the bottom, which they kind of do fall off when you're taking them off because they get stuck. If you guys want to see what's inside here, you come with some grapes and some green hot dog, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Ew, that's kind of disgusting. But anyway, you come with that in this set, and you do come with some, and they all go on these jumpers, which is pretty cool. So you can maybe, I don't know, put the newsstand or something back here. No, you can't really, but I'm gonna leave that stud there. But yeah, they have studs all on the bottom. They have Coke cans, which probably come from the vending machine on the inside, but we have not seen that part yet. So of course, I won't really talk about that until we get to that part. So let's just put this back. There we go. You have a little light. You do have a really cool sticker. You have a little Eddie was here and a Green Goblin sign, and which is pretty cool, and a really cool light build. So yeah, anyway, if we go up to the top, you have a little spider web, which spent me all morning trying to look for it, but because it fell out. But you have the Peter Parker's backpacks, which is basically when Spider-Man goes to fight crime, he goes back alley probably. Webb swings his backpack right here, and then it's a really cool thing. Actually uses a mailbox thing, which is really cool. Or you can maybe put mail or something in there. You have a little bird on the air conditioning unit, which is really cool. This is a dove that was introduced in LEGO Disney Series 2. You do have these little pillar things that go all around the set, basically. Oh, all around the set, sorry about that again. You go at the bottom, and you have these more technicals. You have this crack in the wall, which of course, if you want, you can break out the wall, not like that, but of course there is a sticker in there, but of course we won't really look at that right now. You can put it back in, but it is kind of hard. Wow, that was actually my best first try of doing that. Let's kind of move Daredevil because we're kind of doing a set review here. Of course, if you want, you have a door right here, which is actually a sliding door. So you can slide it open, and you can go inside the Daily Bugle. Which inside the Daily Bugle first entrance, it's kind of dark in here, but you have the exit only sticker, which is very cool. You have exit push to open, and you also have, sorry that the camera does that, it just does that sometimes. But you also have another sticker, which is the Morbius, the living vampire, which says vampire spotted on subway, panic as garlic supplies hits all-time low. And you have the news guy right there, which is pretty cool drawing of a minifigure. You also have more Spider-Man stuff. So you have Spider-Man Threat or Menace. You have Lego Man Walks on Moon, which is probably a reference to J. Jonah Jameson's son. And you also have new building for NYC newspaper, which is really cool. And you also have the elevator things right here, which you have in the first level, and you can also put characters in here, which is pretty cool, but I don't really want to put them in there right now because it's kind of hard. You have this kind of thing which you can open the door, kind of. There he is. You can kind of open the door. Well, I'm sorry that it's so blurry. It's just hard to kind of do that. So anyway, you can also put a character in there. You also have No Crime, No Thanks to Spider-Man. And you also have a little kind of vending machine right here, which I will take out so you guys can see it. Of course, here it is. It kind of took out some of the ground too, but if we go right here, it has some Coke cans, which you can take out if you want. So yeah, it's a pretty cool build. So yeah, let me put that back. So there that is. And that is the inside of the door. So if you want, once again, you can kind of
pop out the door, but it's easier to do it from the front. So yeah, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. I did miss this, but way in the corner you have a little rat, which is a Avengers Endgame reference. So yeah, that is it for the first story, and now let's go on to the second story. Continuing on to the second story, we have the Lego Daily Bugle kind of thing. So what's really cool is for the rest of the doors, you can actually remove them to go inside, but of course, let's actually look at this for a second. So let's kind of push this aside. You have the Lego Daily Bugle News, just the facts with J. Jonah Jameson, Dr. Kirk Connors, Professor Miles Warren, and Scarlet Spider clone epidemic, sorry about that, out of control. Is Spider-Man to blame? So this is basically based off the Clone Saga, which is really cool. There's the Daily Bugle. These are all stickers, by the way. This is a big, giant sticker. It also says, earlier today, breaking news, villains promise to stop being bad guys. Can they be trusted? I don't think that they should, but yeah. That's a pretty funny sketch for Clonehead and the characters, which is pretty cool. On the side, you have Vote for Mayor Osborne, which I actually made a custom of this, so really cool. But anyway, removing the window, all the windows have the same exact building. They have these things, which is pretty cool. But anyway, removing that, you have the inside office, which has a whole bunch of references in here. You have the, so we'll start over here. So you have a little kind of oven, I guess, thing. So yeah, let's zoom in over here. So you have this kind of little coffee machine right here. You have a little pink coffee mug. You can remove the bottom if you want, which is kind of not working with me right now. But you can do that if you want. Can you actually? Or did I put it in the wrong way? Yeah, you can. So you can remove that and put maybe like newspapers or something in there. Maybe cookies. Maybe. Oh yeah, you can actually maybe put the cookies in here if you want. Once again, these are all in jumpers, so you can actually maybe. Oh no, that would be cool if you could slide that in there, but I don't think you can. Anyway, you have some donuts. Sorry, they're donuts. You also have, this is also moving at the same time. You have a coffee machine, and these are all on 1x1 jumpers, so you can remove all of them. Moving the coffee mug so you can see that. So yeah, there that is. Once again, a pink coffee mug. So yeah, while I drop it, so that's cool. But yeah. So also on the side of the building, kind of jumping ahead here, but we have a little fire escape, which if you put these all together, you can do the fire escape, which I'll actually probably show later in the video. If not, then you can do that. You have the this little paper that they're writing with the keyboard, which is actually a Mac kind of keyboard, which is a very cool thing. There it is right there. I want to take it out because, of course, I don't want to break it. And then you also have Who is Spider-Man? You have the Power Blackout. We need Electro. And you also have on the very top right here, you have little stickers that show a little man dressing a hot dog and a slushie, which is pretty cool. And you also have this little lady right here, which are all the same on each side, if you guys did not know that. And then on this side, it says no crime, no thanks to Spider-Menace. And it also says Rhino escapes from zoo. And if you guys want to see the top of that, then just kind of lift this top up. But yeah, there that is. And then on the very back, there's another newspaper. But of course, if we kind of zoom out, you can kind of see all the little workstations right here, which I really do love that a lot. There's a little coffee mug, a little bucket, maybe because the roof is leaking or something. And then in the very back, I'll actually stick my hand back here. We have the Nelson and Murdoch win big lawsuit, which my hands are actually tiny enough so they can kind of fit in here and kind of fit in here. Don't let me down, hands. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of facing the wrong way. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. But yeah, that is a reference to Daredevil's alter ego. If you go on the very back, because we can't really see the back that well, you have this one right here, which you have the Spider-Man finally unmasked. And no, just no. You also have a water machine, which if we go on the other side, you can actually see that in the background, which is a very cool building technique. So, and then you also have the elevators, which those are translucent pieces. On the very side, you have really cool references to Spider-Man 2.
you have the Times Scare, which is another Spider-Man 2 reference. No Spider-Man No More. And sorry about that. Doc Ock Still at Large is actually a reference to the very old Sam Raimi sets. So that's really cool. Thank you to Mini Superiors Today for confirming that. And anyway, that is the second floor. So of course, what you can do is when you are done, you can stick on the front window, which is really cool. Next up, we have the most interesting wall, which is also my least favorite wall because of course, I had trouble with this. It kept breaking every time. But of course, hopefully it doesn't, because if it does, I'm going to flip and get mad. So of course, these are all on ball joints, by the way, if you guys don't know how that works. So this can move. Of course, this can move too, and this can move. You get the whole idea, but I really kind of don't want to move these that much because this is a fragile wall, and I'll actually kind of remove it. Hopefully, it doesn't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay, that's good. All right, so there that is, but it always has problems, and as you see, Green Goblin always turns to the side. Really cool building technique, but I'm very, very angry because all the time it always breaks. And I'm very angry because it always breaks all the time. So hopefully that stays good back there. But let's turn our focus to here. If you guys don't know how that works, there's actually studs on the back. If you guys want to see that, here it is. There it is right here. There's studs on the back which actually connect to the wall. They're little headlight bricks that you turn the other way around. Which this wall is very sketchy. I hate this wall a lot because it kept falling and breaking apart the whole time. You can ask my live stream people and they'd be like, hell yeah, this was like, to their experience, this is the worst wall out of all of them because, of course, it's very, very hard to just please stand, please. And Green Goblin does that all the time, which if it breaks, I'm going to get so mad, but I guess I'll lay it down. Which that also makes it break too, which is very hard. It's a very hard kind of set to this wall to kind of display by just like doing that. It's kind of hard, so yeah, let me just fix this. Anyway, here is here's the Lego set. Here's this floor. This is the third floor. There's 4 floors. Completely, there's 4 floors. But yeah, they connect by the headlight brick, which is right here. It's very cool. It's very interesting than the others. Anyway, you have this little spider kind of nest right here. Kind of little spider web with the spider on there. Kind of weird how the spider isn't on the web, but who cares? Here's the a little meme, which we'll check out in a minute. But of course, there is very funny back here. There is a Lego conspiracy theory. So of course, let me actually remove these. These are all on jumpers, so they always break off really easily. Hopefully these come all together. But of course, it says the conspiracy about UFOs. So yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, let me just stick this back to the corner. They are all on jumpers, so it's very kind of easy to put these all in like the same kind of area. So I kind of do like how messy it is. I'm going to kind of unmessy it a bit and kind of make it kind of. And then you also have a drawer with a pizza time really logo on there, and you have drawers which when you open them, there's nothing in them. There's really like nothing in them. I wish that they put like maybe like 4 like just blank newspapers in there, but who really cares? And they're just boxes. It's an attic kind of thing. And it has a printer right here, which of course if you lift it up, you can't really put any papers in here. I tried that, but you can't. A really cool building technique. Sticky notes on the side of the thing. And the gray thing. Gray kind of windows. So if you open this, you have the old 1960s Spider-Man, which was my favorite. When I built this, I was freaking out. I did a live stream so you guys can see that. But you could take Spider-Man. You can actually, of course, put him on this kind of floor, and you can kind of do that. You can sit him in it. Of course, it is kind of very hard because everything is on jumpers. Once again, it's good that everything is on jumpers because it's kind of easy. Kind of isn't because, of course, phones block you from getting up. So, yeah, let me just... So, yeah, very cool. Everything falls out. And you have Spider-Man, you have, like, these where that falls out. You have... So, yeah, everything's on jumpers, which is kind of a bummer because if they're secure, then it's really kind of hard to knock it over. But if they're not secure, it's not fun. So if you want, you can take Spider-Man, put him on the chair, and you can sit him in this, which let me do that. And of course, when you wrestle with it a while, you can sit in the chair. So it's pretty cool. I really like that a lot. So once again, you can take the chair out and put it back where it is. It is on a jumper, and of course it does fight you a lot. That's why I say when you wrestle with it, because this is kind of a claustrophobic set. It's really like kind of really hard to get inside here and kind of like stuff where you want it to go. But that is, oh my god, that is it for this floor. Let me just, yeah, that's a really cool part. On the other side, you have this little red thing right here, which if you have this on, you can take Mysterio, the best of illusions, and of course put him on the side of this, and it's way easier when you do this. So you, of course, you can put him like that, and you can kind of clip him on any of the spots you want him to. So of course now he can hang off the side of the building, which is really cool. You can put this on any level if you want. It's really creativity. So yeah, that is it for this level. Hopefully you guys liked it. My favorite part was, of course, the break-in window, which I'll just clip it here for you guys right now. So you can do that, and yeah, that is it for this. So I am holding this by my hand, but if you did not know why this floor actually gets smaller after this main floor, the floor gets smaller. The floor gets smaller. So what you can do is there's a little balcony right here, which the door from the one that we just looked at, you can, of course, can put a figure right there, which is really cool. So yeah, let's go on to the next floor. So here's the next floor, and oh my god, of course, removing the fact you can remove the window. You do have these little poles. Of course, you can swing a figure on or put a figure on. So of course you can put I don't know, Daredevil or something on here if you didn't have accessories. So yeah, you can put a figure right there. Of course, you can remove the window, but of course, focusing on the outside, we'll actually remove it for now so it's not in the way, but focus on the outside. You do have this air conditioning vent. I'm kidding, it's not an air conditioning vent. This is a place where you can put, of course, the spider, the spider buggy on the side, and you can make it, of course, put it on there, and it kind of takes a while, but of course you can make it drive up the building, which is a very nice touch. I like it a lot. So of course, yeah, so this is the executive floor. Of course, the executive floor, sorry about all the noises, I'm just moving stuff around. This is the executive floor, which of course, this is probably the coolest level, because we will use two characters for this. We will use Betty Brant, and of course, we will use J. Jonah Jameson, because of course, this is their office. This is their office area. So of course, before we do, let's look at the sticker on the back. So on the very back, you have a tinier version of the Lego, the front Daily Bugle. We already saw this sticker, but of course it's a Scarlet Spider, Miles Warren, and Scarlet Spider. So of course, right here, let's look at Betty Brant's desk. Of course, you have this sticker right here, which of course, if we move this right now, you have a sticker which shows missed calls Eddie Brock 90 times. So that is a very, 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 very weird, because of course Eddie Brock is Venom, which is very strange why he's calling her 90 times, maybe trying to go on a date, who knows. But of course you can put Betty Brant at her desk, which is pretty cool. Also, you can put the man with the mouth at this side. Really bad kind of joke right there, but you have this desk that says, "You're fired" from Peter Parker, which actually, this is on display, but it is actually from the Lego Spider Lair. Terrible photo, "You're fired," which is actually really funny because it's the same exact one that is on the Daily Bugle. So yeah, back to. So yeah, it is also the same pose as the Spider-Man pose. So also reward for photos of Spider-Man, which is really cool. Also, you have this background, this back one, which if you remove it, I won't really remove it. You have a moon crystal, which is actually, people think it's a little bit of Venom or something in there, but it is not. It is completely not. It is basically just a moon, basically just a moon, like, I think a moon, a stone or something that just J. Jonah has as kind of an accessory. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually putting J. Jonah in his seat. So what you can do is you can, of course, fit this back here like this, and you can put J. Jonah in his spots as he please. Of course, you can stick him down in there. Of course, it is very hard because, once again, it is a cramped area. So let me just kind of zoom out a bit so you guys can see that. It's a very cramped area, so it's kind of hard to put figures in here because it's just so cramped in here and just kind of tiny. And I don't really like that. But, of course, if you can stick it down, but I don't really want to stick it down, you can put J. Jonah at his seat. So, yeah, if you want, you can do that. Which I suggest you kind of do and do not, because if you do, it's kind of really hard to get him out. But who really cares? It's the Daily Bugle. Who cares? So, once again, another Mac thing. So, yeah, that is really it for this floor. And there is only one more floor after this, which is actually the roof. So, that is it. Let's close this on up and let's go to the roof. And let's go back to this floor because I actually did forget something. If you go on the very back, you have just the facts with J. Jonah Jameson with the sticker, and you have a really cool bird's nest, which is basically Kraven the Hunter's pelt. So, yeah. Now, let's go on to the roof. So, now we are at the very tippity top of the tower. We have the Lego Daily Bugle sign. Now, this is the Lego Daily Bugle sign, which, of course, sorry about that, but of course the Daily Bugle, of course, does have some hard times with its lettering. Sometimes they do have some letters that fall down, which sucks sometimes. The sign is kind of delicate too, but very nice building. But of course, if we go on to the very back, you do have more stickers. You have a Miles Morales sticker right there and a Green Goblin sticker. You also have this satellite, which if we go to the very tippity top, you have a satellite which has a little thing for Firestar. So, of course, you can kind of turn this around, and you can put Firestar at the very top. There she is. And you can put her at the very tippity top of the Daily Bugle. This is on a ball joint, so you can really do whatever you want. You can have her go nose down, and have her go on the side. I kind of like going that like that, because it's way cooler. So that is the very tippity top of the Daily Bugle, and I'll show you what it looks like all together, and then we'll wrap up this video. And here it is, the full-on Daily Bugle, all put together. As you guys know, why, of course, I did this as I did. Because it is so tall. Like, literally, it is huge and tall. Like, here, the Avengers Tower is hilarious to look at this. But yeah, that is why I split them up in floors instead of doing it like this. Because imagine, all right, we're on this floor, shaking arms and stuff. So yeah. That is why I did that. So, of course, now let's look at the box and instruction manual, and we'll wrap up this video. The box is also a very huge thing. Sorry, my light's right here, but this box is also really huge. That's where it says all this stuff. On the very back of the box, which is very cool because on the side it shows like the Daily Bugle and stuff, but on the very back of the box, you have, of course, all the instructions. You also have a white box included, which is really cool. But yeah, now let's look at the instruction manual. The instruction manual is also the biggest part of the building. Of course, you do have information about the Daily Bugle and stuff like that, which I might read this, who knows. And you also do have all the characters right here, and Robbie Robertson, and all these characters right here. Sorry, it's a bit bent, because, of course, I've been building on this for a while. And, of course, it does show the creator. I think that is the creator, but it shows the whole building and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of interesting facts. And some of the stickers, like right here. And stop. And it does say this in Chinese. Not Chinese, I think. Sorry about that. That was racist. But in Spanish, I think. Sorry. I don't know that. But 1, 2, and 3 build this. In bag 1, you get Aunt May. Bag 2, you get Gwen and Robbie Robertson. And in bag 3, you get Carnage and Punisher. Bag 4, you get Daredevil, and bag 4, you get Daredevil and her. I forget her name for a second. I don't want to stall. 5, and you get Sandman and Barney the cab driver. 6, you get kind of these characters. I'm just gonna speed through this, but yeah, these are all the characters you get. And 12, 13, 14, 15. And 16, you get all these characters. And then you start from bag 1, and there are 12
370, of course, pages, and you get all the stuff right here, which is really cool. All the newspapers, and of course, the most interesting fact is how many windows. You get 347 windows, which is pretty cool. And that is it. And feedback and win. That's it. So this is probably the longest video I've ever made. Sorry about that. I do have to edit because, of course, while I was looking for the backpack, I had to do the beginning. So yeah, and I don't want to film that again. So, and this is a very long set review. This was a very fantastic set. This was a very just an interesting set that LEGO decided to release, which I will actually make a video basing my thoughts on what I thought of the Daily Bugle. Because the Daily Bugle, and why I love the Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle is a set that I just fell in love with as soon as I saw it. I think all you guys fell in love with, probably because for the characters, you probably didn't care about the Daily Bugle. But this was a set that was just amazingly created for, like, all fans everywhere. All of them were basically loving what they saw. The set was basically just amazing. It's an amazing set, and I love every part of this set. It's just a really good set, and the building techniques are really cool. How the wall basically blows out. Firestar flying at the top. It's so cool. And the newsstand right here is interesting to build. The water cooler was cool. The vending kind of machine for the Cokes was really cool. It was just a really cool set. And I really do love this set a lot. And I hope you guys do too. And that is it for today's set review. Hopefully you guys like it. I'll be building a better video soon. And as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, and bye.